Today on the grid, it is Cyber Week KelbyOne Demo Day. We're going to be showing you all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to talk about our crazy best deal of the year. More people sign up this week to join KelbyOne than any time in the whole year. We're going to show you why. That's going to be coming up. Plus, we've got some very special guests joining us from all over the world. That's going to be fun. But also, the K-Man, the K-Cup, the Pronto Pup, the real Rocket Man, Erik Kuna, is here. So there is no gallivantation. He's actually here live in the studio. We've got some news. We got some reviews. Erik's going to show something that's going to blow people's mind. I think it's going to blow, and it's also going to break a lot of myths. And I predict, now I'm just riffing here, I predict it's going to be a fine day on the grid, and it all starts in just 12.6 seconds. Let's go!
The grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hey everybody, it is Wednesday. No, it's Thursday. It's our first ever Thursday show. So for those of you who are just joining us, it is weird. We moved from Wednesdays. After 12 years, we thought it's time to move. So we moved it to Thursday, which is today on the East Coast around 1 o'clock-ish. And we are very glad to have you here. Thank you for everybody who changed your schedule to come over here on Thursday. So that's awesome. So thank you for tuning in. We have a wild show today. It's myself and Mr. K over here.
Hey
the
guys.
K-Cup, the Pronto Pup.
I'm here, not gallivanting.
He's not gallivanting. It's nice to have him back in town. As it gets closer to the holidays, he stays home more, so it's
I'll
good.
start gallivanting.
Then he'll start gallivanting again. By the way, one place Mr. Kuna and I are gallivanting the week of March 16th, I think it is.
I believe that's true.
We are gallivanting to Vietnam.
Yep.
So Erik and I are doing a workshop over there, starting in Hanoi and going to Ha Long Bay and local areas around there. It's going to be a wild, fun, cool time. If you want to be one of the 12 people that joins us, all you have to do is go to scottkelbyworkshops.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and get on the early notice list. So you'll have a shot at some of the first tickets that come out right there at the very bottom of the page. Notice the animation that slowly goes over right around. Look at that. It circles. Yeah. Occasionally it goes over the word subscribe. Sorry. Anyway, so that's coming up. More immediate is next week is the Landscape Conference. It's our last conference of the year. If you're into landscape photography, you got to be there. It is going to be amazing. It's 2 days, 2 full simultaneous tracks, plus a pre-conference day the day before, which is included. You can still sign up and save $150, or you can wait till next year and next week and pay the full price. Look at all these classes. We got an all-star cast of instructors. It's going to be fantastic, and you get the whole thing archived for an entire year so you can stream it on demand at anything that you missed. Look at all these classes.
I know, I'm so excited because, I love landscape photography, and I just love learning too. So,
and there's all kinds of new stuff. Can I tell you something? I got a class that I'm teaching at the conference.
Oh, yeah, Scott's got something pretty cool.
And I just showed Erik 2 of my tricks that I'd never shown before, and they're both landscape tricks. And I'm telling you, it's worth the price of the conference for this class, because I'm telling you, I've got some. And so what I did was I tried to figure, like if a friend came to me and said, hey man, I'm thinking of getting into landscape photography, like what are the most important things I need to know? Now, I didn't do the set your white balance and set your exposure, not that kind of stuff, but other post-processing stuff in Lightroom and in Photoshop that I would like. What were those things? I'm telling you, I got a killer list. But there are some of these things that are going to blow your mind. I'm so excited. It's the most excited I've been about a conference class in a while. So come and check it out, because I think it's really good. And I also have another class on printing. So if you want to print like stunning landscape stuff, which I think that's when landscapes really come alive, whether you're printing on paper or metal or whatever, I'll show you the whole process and how to get it set up. As helpful as that class is, it's the other one, the 10 post-processing techniques that every landscape photographer needs to know. Whew, I'm telling you. Go sign up at KelbyOne Live. So that's our site for our online conferences. That's it right there, KelbyOneLive.com. Register right now. Do it while you're thinking about it, and then join us next week. Because if not, you just keep hearing everyone talking about it, and you weren't there.
And then it passes. But then, what, like we were talking about, like what's cool about it is even if you have to miss a day or miss a lesson, you're always going to get that archive for an entire year. So you can always have access to it. So that's why, too, signing up now so you can save that early bird price and get in early.
This is what it's all about. Now, today, and not right now, but in just a minute, we're going to be talking about our cyber deal. We have the biggest deal that we do of the entire year. This year, we have blown it out. We've never had a bigger deal than this, I don't think, in the history of KelbyOne. We're going to show you that. We're going to talk about it. After the break, we're going to bring on some people, and I don't want to spoil it because we'll kind of get to there in a minute. Before we get to all that, I have to have Erik tell this story because you guys have seen, we did our holiday buyer's guide last week,
gift guide,
and Erik pulls out this telescope and he shows it and stuff, and it's unbelievably inexpensive and it's amazing and it does all this stuff, but the resolution is kind of low, and so
well, that's what people freak out about. That as photographers, we freak out about that.
They freak out like, it's not 48 megapixels, it's not 50 megapixels. They're freaking out. So. And of course, people who, by the way, don't own it, have never used it, have never seen one in person, real life, will go online and tell you all the things that are wrong with it.
It's how anything, and
I know, but
it's anything
just,
in photography.
Come on. Everybody wants to poo-poo everything before there's.
And then the famous one is then you click on the person who criticizes it portfolio, and you're like, you probably just need to not talk.
Yeah, just stay off the internet.
Not talk.
Now. So, of course, they say, you can't make an image from it. The resolution's so small. Were you able to print anything out? What?
Yes.
4x6?
Well, that's what you would think. So this device, like we brought up, is a $350 on sale right now. So it's $350.
That's a good price.
So it's a pretty good price. And you're getting a wide camo angle and then a very telephoto, like a
and this is shooting shooting planets.
Yeah, I mean, it's equivalent of, you're shooting nebulas, planets. It has the filters built in.
The filters?
The filters.
It's got the filters.
You got to have the filters. And so all that stuff, really cool, but what it is it's a little lower on the resolution. But what people don't understand is in astrophotography, there's a reason we want that lower resolution because we're stacking.
Is that reason?
We're stacking up a bunch of files, and we have to do a bunch of files all together. And then what happens is all that noise gets washed out from 6 hours of shooting one thing, right? Where it becomes, so then printing it out doesn't become as much of an issue. In fact, here's one. So this image is printed from my backyard. So we live in Tampa, or in Tampa, Florida here. So that's a very light polluted area.
Very light polluted, and just polluted in general.
This image was while the moon was up. So the moon up on the sky. So even more light polluted, but then using a filter.
Was the moon in the 7th house?
Yes, definitely.
Was Jupiter aligned with Mars?
Yes, exactly.
All right.
So we had all that. This image was taken over a few hours, to stack up that data. But yeah, you would think, I could just print it up like a 4x8. But I was able to print it, and I don't know, you saw it. I think it looks really awesome. 2 feet.
It looks fantastic.
And it looks amazing, right?
It looks amazing. Metal.
Yeah, metal.
It's printed on metal.
So, I mean, that's where a lot of times when you read this stuff online and you hear everybody poo-pooing and discouraging, like I was saying, this is shot like in the worst possible ever condition you could do this in. Like the worst possible. The moon's up, light polluted Tampa, crappy forecast too. This was a below average seeing night. So that's a whole different topic that we can get into. But there you go. It can happen, people. You don't believe everything that those people online are saying, that just like they live to crap on everything, and that's where you could do this stuff. You just have to go. The thing is, you just got to go do it. And that's where sometimes we put up all these barriers and we just don't go do it. But I thought that was awesome. I mean,
that's not a bad backyard picture.
Yeah, that's
how I think about it.
That's not a bad backyard.
Shot that in your backyard.
backyard, from the light polluted with the moon up. Like, now again, my thing is it's only going to get better from there, right? If I go out to a dark sky location, if I go out to, better seeing conditions, it's only going to go up from there. And that's what's so cool about it.
But Erik's backyard is magical. All right, Gordon says, thanks to Erik, I got the Sea Star. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yep, that's the one.
I got the Sea Star, and I am
There's the one right
there.
That's the camera, and that's the telescope that took that image.
Wow. Yeah, Erik had it on the set the other day. It's really pretty amazing. And for that amount of money, that's less than a lens.
I mean, it's really crazy. It really is crazy. And I've been really getting into these because it's lowering the barrier to entry. And it's lowering, a lot of people, the other thing is astrophotography community. There's a lot of people that don't like it because they've learned it the hard way.
And
we talk about that. That's like the film to digital days where the film people are like, oh no, you got to do it on film. You got to do the plates. You got all that. It's like, do you really? I don't know. I don't know. So, all right. Anyways, I thought it was cool.
Anyway, he's having fun exploring the sky. So thank you for your comment, Gordon. Hey, we got a bunch of prizes to give away today because we always do because we're loose with money. So let's take a quick look at this.
So we got the Platypod mag grip. We're giving that away. So we got the mag grip.
Yeah. So that's it right there. It's new.
Yep.
And it attaches to the magnetic thing on your camera.
Yeah, like that. It just has and what's cool is even if your camera or your phone doesn't have the magnetic grip, it comes with 2 magnetic attachments which you can put onto an older phone.
Yeah.
So you don't, or an iPad or whatever you want to put it on. So that's pretty cool. Then we're giving away a copy of the Night Photography book. So we got the Night Photography
Written
book.
by Mr. Erik Kuna himself. It's the hot new book. Look at that. 35 5-star reviews. Come on.
Oh, there's a 1-star in there, but we won't talk about that.
No, it's 5 stars.
I know. And then Crush the Composition book. We've got that, and that's also available.
5 stars. Let's go.
5 stars, yeah. So there we go. We're going to give away both of those books today. We're also giving away a copy of On One No Noise 2024. Great plug-in for removing noise out of your images.
It's the one I use.
Right. And then we're giving away a V-Flat from V-Flat World. So somebody's going to win that. You have to have a U.S. shipping address to win this. That's the only thing.
Yep.
Please remember, got to have a U.S. shipping address for this.
Also, if you get a chance, go take a look at their site and see all the ways you can use a V-Flat.
Yeah.
I don't think maybe people realize how cool and how
especially
helpful.
The negative fill part of it.
I love the negative fill. That's what you're seeing right here.
Yeah.
So there's regular light, and there it adds that dark shadow in there.
Yep.
But it does so much more than that. It's
Yes, we love negative fill.
And you can get a discount too, right?
Yeah, everybody can get a discount. Kelby 10 at checkout. And then we're also giving away, Hilmar Smith, one of our KelbyOne instructors, is giving away a ticket to her workshop in just a couple days. So this is one where you're going to get it and you're going to be there. So if you're in and around Orlando or willing to travel to Orlando, enter this and you can win a seat to her workshop there
and
coming up in a couple days.
Bilingual, which is, of course, English and Italian.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting.
She's Spanish. It's Spanish. But it's English-led, but she has full Spanish-speaking support.
Yep.
And Hilmar is wonderful. She is a great trainer and a really fun person and one hell of a photographer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, she does these selfies that are amazing. She's so creative. Like, take a look at her shots. I mean, she's really, really creative. And she's really got a wonderful understanding of light and color. You will learn a lot. You'll get to shoot with professional models. You'll learn so much. Anyway, thank you to Hilmar for letting us give one of your tickets away.
Yeah, and so that's what we have.
Okay,
but do we want to do the demo?
Yeah, I want to do one thing real quick before we take a break. All right. So I told you that we have an incredible deal on KelbyOne, which we do. It's kind of a ridiculous, insane deal. But I know that some of you watching, you know that KelbyOne is the thing, right? You know it exists, but you maybe don't know what it's like being a KelbyOne member. So I'm going to introduce you to this one part of being a KelbyOne member. There are other types of memberships, but I'm going to talk about the regular membership, which used to be called the Pro membership, but now it's just regular membership. And it's access to all this stuff. But let's just say that you join today. And by the way, we're going to give you a deal that's going to make you jump. But let's just say that you never really understood what it was and you join. So what happens first? Well, we send you a nice email welcome letter. But besides that, we help you through the process of getting on board and all that. But where you kind of start and live is this dashboard that you can see right here on screen.
Yeah, you should see on my screen.
It's on Erik's screen right there. So this is kind of where you start. You have these one-click things where if you click on Lightroom or click on Photoshop, it just takes you to a ton of classes, hundreds of classes that we literally have on those topics. We're very heavy on Lightroom, Photoshop, and all the post-processing stuff. It is kind of our jam. It's kind of where we were born. That's what our thing is. So there's tons of those. But of course, we have landscape and travel and everything else. So we have tons of, there's one of my new classes right there, Printing Like a Pro, which I just did like a week ago. And then if you go down a little further, you can see the new courses. So these are the courses that have come out in the last 30 days. We have a new class that comes out every single week.
Yep.
We have many, many, many classes that come out during the year, and there's always something new to learn, right? And so we're doing that. But let's say that you're either new to a topic, or you want to try something new maybe you've never done before. We have these curated learning tracks, and this is one of the things I think that really sets us apart. So you could say, you know what it is? I want to learn travel photography. Well, scroll down, there's travel photography right there. So I want to learn travel. All right, so if you're new to travel, you'll go here, and what it will do is this is going to track your progress. I picked 5 classes that I would tell a friend to watch in this order, right? Because it starts with how to plan your trip, then the right gear, then I'm going to give you 10 photography locations and why they are great, and I want to take you through this whole thing. It's going to track your progress through this. Now, this is to get you started on any topic you want. In this case, it's travel. But when you're done with these 5 classes, are there more classes on travel?
So many more.
We have so many more. But I'm getting you started. I'm getting you ready to where when you're done with those 5 classes, now you can open the door to all the other classes that we have on travel. And there's so many, including ones that say, here's where to shoot in Tokyo. Here's where to shoot in San Diego. Here's where to shoot in Santorini, London, New York, you name it. Yosemite, Boston, all these different places.
Pages and pages of this
Pages and pages of them. So if you're taking a trip, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a PDF where everything is, the whole 9 yards. All right, so that's the second part of this, are these learning tracks.
Yeah.
And people love them because it really gets you set off in a new direction, and then you're kind of
primer.
You're kind of
gets you set up.
Yeah, you're kind of up and running. Hold on, my thing went to sleep. All right, now when you go to actually watch a course, and you're starting to watch it, you know, you can do all the things that you would expect to do. You can watch them at faster speeds, and you can do closed captioning and all that stuff, right? You would expect that. But we have something that's kind of unique. There's a little button right on the page, right under the video player, that says, discuss this course. When you click on it, you're in a discussion now with other KelbyOne members who are watching that same course and the instructor. So if you have a question, let's say it's a class that I did or Erik did, you post it in there. Chances are, to be honest with you, somebody else will answer your question really quick. We have moderators that are like on there all the time, but Erik and I will also pop in and answer questions about that class as well. Again, sometimes other people beat us to it.
Yeah,
but
so there's your recent Printing
yeah, there's
Like
my
a Pro.
Printing Like a Pro, right?
Yeah.
So you would go there, and there's other people that are already there talking about the class and answering questions and all that stuff. All right, so that is a huge thing. All right, that's number 3 of the things that are cool, or maybe, yeah, all right. No, that's number 4. Number 5 is, and it was funny because we did this Cyber Monday webinar, and somebody that was a KelbyOne member said, I had no idea this existed. We have this gigantic creative toolkit where we're constantly putting new free stuff for our members all the time. Look, there's a Slick Pick 1-year Classic Gallery membership for you to have them host your website. We have actions. There's actions from Glenn Dewis. So a lot of our instructors will give us stuff to be able to give to you, right? And it can be presets. It can be a visual guide. It can be cloud collections. Erik's got an amazing collection of clouds. And so KelbyOne members get tons and tons and tons of this stuff in their creative archive. Now, Also, we have discounts. Because of our size of our organization, we'd be able to go to companies and go, look, we got thousands and thousands of users all over the world. People will give us discounts, just like you saw. Like On1 gives our members discounts. MPix, RightClick, of course, B&H, even longer, the app, VFlat World, all of these different things, we give you discount codes that you can use to get money off. And some of them are exclusive to KelbyOne, so you won't find those deals anyplace else. All right, one more thing here. My thing is falling asleep. We have publications. All year long, we do publications. My favorite is my Lightroom keyboard shortcut guides.
Yeah.
We have those. We have Q&As. We did a hot tips book with 300 of our favorite Lightroom and Photoshop hot tips. And there's so many things that there's the hot tips, bottom corner right there. It's 300 of our favorite tips, right? And then lastly, it's available of course, on your computer, on your laptop, but also on your tablet, also on your phone. We have an app that works across everything, so you can learn anywhere. And if you're traveling, you can take a class offline and watch it on the plane when you don't have internet or when you're out of the reach of internet. It's a ton of stuff. It's really a ton of stuff. Now, do we have the information on what our Cyber Monday deal is?
I'm sure they do. In the control room, they'll probably bring it up. There it is. So this is the thing. You're getting, for our cyber deal, you're getting not only that annual membership that we just talked about,
you're getting a whole bunch of other stuff.
So
it's 4 different things that you're getting besides that. So you get the membership. That's
number
this
1.
plus 4 big things. All right, the second one is this Editing Essentials Pack. There is Serge Remeli gave us his thing called How to Do Sky Replacements the Right Way. There's my Lightroom shortcuts. There it is, Series 1 and 2. You get the landscape presets for Lightroom. You get my creative presets for Lightroom. And you get Erik's Sunset Spark Sky Replacement Pack. So these are yours to keep. You get all of these.
Which that goes really well with Serge's ebook.
Yes, it does. Perfectly, exactly.
Perfectly.
Then we cherry-picked 10 of our favorite courses that are yours to keep and yours to download from our live conferences. Like we talked about the landscape ones coming up next week. These are cherry-picked, hand-picked ones just for you.
They're the ones people were talking about, the people were excited
about. They have the buzz.
Yeah.
You get to keep these as well. Next, you get, this is the biggest thing that I did in all of 2025, and we just released it. It's just a few weeks old.
Yep.
It is the most complete Lightroom training I've ever done as long as I've been teaching Lightroom, which is 20 years this year. In January will be 20 years since the original beta of Lightroom, and that was the first book I wrote on Lightroom before it was even released. This is the most complete thing I've ever done, but it's a system. It's not just 7 courses. I lead you through the system. Larry Becker comes and helps me. We lead you through and we explain the exact way to do it, what day to do everything. And let me tell you why I did this system, just real briefly. I talk to people, Erik talks to people, that have been using Lightroom for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and we're like,
years.
Are you really good at it?
I'm getting comfortable.
Are you really organized?
Nah.
You know, how's your editing skills? Oh, they're getting better. Like, they've been using it for 6 and 7 years. And the reason is no one ever taught them the whole system. Like, they picked up something here, they watched a YouTube video and all stuff. I'm going to set you up for success like you cannot believe. When you're done with this, it takes a week. It's 7 days of about an hour and 15 minutes a day, something like that. When you're done with this, you will know Lightroom at a level that you never, ever thought you would, and you're going to be comfortable at it. So then when you go watch a YouTube video, you watch one of my Erik's little tutorials, you'll be able to apply it immediately because you've got such a solid base. You get that, and you get to keep it. There's one more thing you get, too. They're going to show it on screen here any second. Not that, but...
Yep. There was the conferences.
Come on.
And then there's one more thing.
One more thing. There it is. So in front of a live audience, I did my entire Ultimate Photographer's Crash Course. You're going to see it live, just like the audience saw it. You're going to be right there. I saved you the best seat in the house, and you're going to watch me go through this entire live seminar. So it's live on stage, but we recorded it and captured it for you. You get all of that Everything that you just saw, all that crazy stuff is yours. If you just went and bought it from us, you can buy it for $1,080. And by the way,
you can.
We would love for you to go buy it
totally
for $1,080. But if you buy it before tomorrow, you can get it for $199. All that stuff. That's where the deal is right there. kel.by/cyber25. You don't have to type in all the HTTP or the www. Just type in that. kel.by/cyber25 and go grab this deal. It's only available until tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Go get it. It ends tomorrow. So go grab it right now.
And if you're watching this in replay, tomorrow is December 5th at midnight Eastern.
Right. Now, that is the level of membership that we've been having. But I know that some of you are already Kelby members. We're going to talk to you next after the next break because we have something for KelbyOne members and we have some guests joining us from all over the world. Stick around. We're going to be right back. Don't go away because we got a lot more on this Cyber Week grid. And, Dobson's on the jib. How's it going? You're looking good so far. Oh, that was pretty good.
That's Juan.
For the landscape photographer, the camera is more than a piece of technology. It's more than a collection of dials and buttons and glass. It's our storytelling tool. It's how we get our vision, our voice out into the world. We are visual storytellers, and capturing images of natural beauty connects us to the environment in a very special way. For that 1/60th of a second, we now carry that image with us and it bonds us to it. When we share that image, we're sharing something very personal, very intimate. We're letting the viewer experience that moment with us. When we see the first light kiss the peaks of the mountains, or that still mirror-like reflection on the water, it's a feeling you take with you always. Making great landscape photos, images that are truly remarkable, it's more than just taking a picture. It's a craft, one that's passed down from the great landscape storytellers themselves. These brilliant landscape masters will be sharing their latest techniques. It's 2 full days, all presented live. And it's dedicated to everyone who dreams of leaving a visual legacy from the places that captured your heart and your imagination. This is the Landscape Photography Conference. The next step in your landscape photography journey is about to begin.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Hey everybody, we are back, Scott and Eric, and I have my headphones on because
on there.
in just a
really
moment.
Good on the jib.
Yeah, that's got to be Juan.
I'm telling you, it's Juan.
Oh, it's Juan. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's too
smooth. That's too smooth.
Sorry.
All right, sorry, Dobson.
Sorry.
All right, he's here, but Dobson's not on the jib. It's like, Juan has
I think he's taking notes today.
Yeah, he's just taking notes. He's interning. Yeah. Anyway, so real quickly, I told you we're going to tell you about another level of KelbyOne. So we have all these KelbyOne members for all these years. And for years, KelbyOne members would say, is there a way that we can get like another level? Like, for people that have been there for a few years and like where we can get coaching. Like where we can get someone to kind of just lead us through and help us with all this stuff.
Push us.
Yeah. So we created a new level of KelbyOne membership that is limited to a very, very, very small group of people. Because it is Erik and I run this program. It's very, very small. It is for a limited number of people. And what it is, it's basically three main things. We start the month with a VIP coaching session where we literally do coach you. We teach you and we give you things to do. And there's a lot of things that we do together where we're literally together working on projects live. Like I'll tell you, hey, we're going to do something next week, have these images together, and we're going to do it live, and we go through this whole thing. Now, we do a lot of different things during this VIP coaching session, but it starts with just coaching, literally coaching. Now, we do wind up talking to you one-on-one. We do one-on-one questions. So we'll see you. You pop up on screen. We talk to you in that whole 9 yards. Then the next week, we have a masterclass. And it's a masterclass that I do that is kind of based on what we did the coaching, but it's all post-processing. So it's Lightroom and it's Photoshop and all that stuff. On the third week of the month, we actually do a podcast. We have a different set that we use. We do podcasting. And what the podcasting is it's some training, right? We do a little bit of training at the very beginning. We answer one-on-one questions again, because that's a big thing. Because a lot of times people literally, I have a question. I just need to tell somebody I'm having this problem in Lightroom. How do we do this? How do I fix this? How do I adjust this? So we answer your questions. But then we do a kind of a really fun thing that we love. We ask our VIP members to turn in a recent shoot. What I mean by that is
like a series
send
of
us 10 photos you took at a wedding you shot, or you went to Spain, or you shot a football game, or whatever. Send us those, and we kind of do a critique, and we do the critique live in front of everybody. But here's the thing.
Face to face, yeah.
Yeah, it's face to face one when we talk to you and everything. But here's the thing that we do that's interesting. A lot of times we'll find somebody has a really, really great image. We'll say, this is a competition image. You need to enter this in competition. But if the next question is, well, what competitions? We tell you, all right, enter this competition. The deadline's this date. It's this much to enter. Here's the website. Here's the prizes. Here's the rules. Here's what you can do. Here's what you can't do. We encourage you to do that. And we have had our members, our VIP members, absolutely clean house in these contests. Like they are getting awards, like just incredible numbers of awards that they're winning across the board. In fact, we have some award winners that we're going to be talking to in just a moment. But that is the VIP program. Once you've been in that VIP program for a year, you can step up to the next level, which is the inner circle. And that is a special thing that is only for people who have been in VIP for a year. So, and we have, that's also, it's a smaller group. These are very small groups because we can't have 500 people in there because Erik and I are talking to you directly. And another thing that you get with the VIP and the inner circle is a one-on-one with either me or Erik. We have a calendar, you book a time, and what we're doing for the VIPs is portfolio reviews.
Yeah.
We review your portfolio, and the whole idea is how to move your portfolio to the next level. So it's not really about criticizing your work. It's like, how do I position you to where your portfolio looks that much better, makes that much more sense, which images should be in, which ones maybe you should pull. It's a lot of fun, plus we just get to chat and talk about photography, which is why Erik and I love doing it. Anyway, what we've done is we've asked some of our VIP members and Inner Circle members to come on and join us on the show today, and they are standing by because Erik and I can tell you, hey, we have this great VIP program and all,
whatever.
But we'd much rather you hear it from people that actually have experienced it. Now, I will tell you one thing that Erik and I have seen, and I think that they would tell you this themselves, is that we have seen remarkable changes in our VIP and Inner Circle members from where they start at the beginning of the year to where they end, to where they're winning contests, and we're looking at their images and we're like, how did you take this? Like, we're asking them, where were you? Where did this come from?
Well, they're employing the stuff that we've been teaching and actually actionably going out and doing it. And like I said, doing it, like doing the assignments, putting in the work, and the work pays off.
And that's the thing. If you join this VIP thing, you're going to work. You hired coaches. You hired some coaches to push you to do things, and you're going to get pushed to do them, and you're going to wind up doing them, and it's going to put you in places that are sometimes uncomfortable, but that's where the growth happens. All right, who do we have standing by here?
Let's see who we got. Like, we got a panel, I think, right now. So maybe they're going to bring them up here on the screen so we can see. I've heard their voices in my head.
Yeah, we've heard their voices on the.
You guys pick one.
Well, can you just bring up the panel?
Yeah, can you bring up the panel?
Well, then I won't be able to tell you guys. I wish you could bring up the whole panel.
All right. How about we'll just pick random names. How about Alison? So Alison is one of our members in the UK. Hi, Alison.
And Alison's there with Jeremy.
With Jeremy. Now, when I went over and did my my talk, I did a talk at the photography show. I hung out with Alison and Jeremy. We went to dinner. We hung out, and then Alison and I went shooting. And then I wanted to go into London, and Jeremy drove us in and kept driving around central London while Alice and I shot Leadenhall? Leadenhall. Why, every time I say it wrong, she corrects me. Leadenhall.
And because of that, I got...
Oh, you look at that. Yeah. You won a Guru Award. Was it from one of the Leadenhall?
Yeah. I would never have done that if it hadn't been for the inner circle and the VIP encouraging me.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Since I was with you, do I get to share in that award? Because we were there together.
It's good enough.
Ooh,
it's good enough. It's as good as mine.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Can you just for the folks that are watching, I mean, some of you that are KelbyOne members are hearing about this VIP. Now, you've done the VIP and the inner circle. Mm-hmm. So you're at the end of your second year. All right. Yeah. So can you just tell us about your experience, what it's been like, and all? And
VIP was mind blowing because you had to sort of think about a portfolio and produce one, which a lot of people haven't done, but the inner circle and the assignments that you were given were just, some of them were brilliant and easy, like panoramas, and I could do that out of the helicopter.
No, it was an HDR panorama. It wasn't just a...
Yeah, oh sorry. HDR panorama.
That's harder.
Which I did out of a helicopter. Just because I could. But the going to have to do portraits, which I've never done, has really opened up some new avenues. So, yeah, it's been brilliant.
That was the interesting thing, because you know, Alison, you get pushed to do things you've never done. Mm-hmm. But I will say this. Alison did really well. It didn't matter what the topic was. Mm-hmm. And I think the reason why Alison did so well, besides the fact that she's just a talented photographer, is she really put the time in.
Put in the work.
Like, she put in the work. Like, she was like, I'm traveling to this place to take this shot, and I'm doing this. She didn't just go, check.
But that's what people don't realize about photography, is that's the secret. The secret to great photography is putting in the work, people. It's not the camera. It's not the lens.
Eric
it's putting
and I
in the
say
work.
it all the time.
But we get it. Like, I get it. It's fun to just, like, geek out on the specs.
But good images don't just fall in your lap. And Alison went out and made them.
Put in the work.
And consistently. And then she won, obviously the Guru Awards. But, besides being a great photographer, what pushes you, and that's why she's in a program like this, I think, is to be pushed and to stretch you and do things that you haven't done. What was the hardest thing you did, hardest assignment you were given, to you?
For me, probably the group photography one, because I didn't have a group and I had to go and grab the golf pros when they were coming off the range and say, come and sit here. And we had to take them all individually, all 9 of them, and then put it all together.
Yeah, so that was a very challenging one for a lot of people, because we didn't want to just do a group shot Tall people in the back row, short people in the front. We tried to do it along the lines of Annie Leibovitz. So when we do these assignments, we teach you the assignment first. We show examples. I did a live shoot in the studio, and we talked and went through it all. And then you had to light it like Annie Leibovitz. You had to pose it like Annie. And that was the big thing. Anybody can stick one light in the back of the room and shoot a bunch of people in rows. This is not that.
But it was amazing the results we got. The
results were incredible.
And it really was. It was teaching them how to do that process and then giving the results. And then what's great is then we go through everybody's image and critique it and kind of like give people direction on where to go next time. And then people revisit it. And again, some of them right from that won awards right from there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know it's probably getting late there in the UK, but thank you, Alison, and thanks to Jeremy, the greatest taxi driver in all of London. Very, very accomplished and safe like you cannot believe.
Yeah.
But thank you. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's taken with a phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's such a good shot. You know what? It looks great in black and white.
It does.
It does. Yeah.
I've always been drawn by the color, but now that I see it in black and white, I'm like, son of a gun.
Well, that was putting the other technique that we had to do together.
Right, the black and white, the high contrast.
Black and white.
Yeah, and the pools of light. Wow.
Yeah.
Very clever. Well, I'm not surprised. You always do such great work. Allison and Jeremy, thank you guys for joining us. You guys are A-OK. I appreciate it. And if I get to the UK in 2026, you know where I'm coming to get you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I need a free ride. I can't afford those taxis over there. They're ridiculous. I know a driver who's got a nice car and will take me around. And, you know, if it goes like it did last year, you'll win another award.
There you go.
Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you joining us so much.
No worries, and thank you for all the coaching. It's been brilliant.
Oh, thanks. Thanks so much, Allison.
Awesome. Well,
they're great folks.
Next,
Just
it looks
great
like we
folks.
have Karen on the line.
Karen,
Yeah,
now you may recognize Karen from when she was on the grid. Last year we did a thing called Your Dream Shoot, making your dream shoot come true, and we chose Karen. Karen's dream shoot was to go to Cuba, so we sent Karen to Cuba, and I got her the same guides I had when I was there. We found her a place to stay and everything. And when she came back and we saw her shots from Cuba, I wanted to go back to Cuba. I thought I was done with Cuba until I saw Karen's shots. Now, let me say this up front. Karen is one hell of a photographer. She won the award for the very first thing that we
first
did.
Assignment that
first
we did.
assignment, and it was something she had never done, and she frickin' won as chosen by her peers.
Yep.
Can I tell you though that I almost didn't even enter that because my self-confidence was low.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought this is not good enough.
Are you kidding?
This was
is a
her
panning
her first panning shot. Just learning the technique, putting it into practice. Her first panning shot.
And this was chosen by her peers, right? Everybody, Erik and I do not vote. It's the other Inner Circle members or VIP members that vote on it, and they chose her as the winner. And that is executed as perfectly as you're going to execute that. And we're like, oh no, it's going to be that year. Well, Karen's usually in the running every single time. And she's a terrific photographer. But Karen, tell us, besides...
Yeah, like what has been your experience with the VIP?
Yeah.
Like, how's the program changed your photography, do you feel?
Well, first I want to say for people out there like me, that's an everyday photographer, you don't really feel like you're a great photographer, and you hear the VIP, you might think it's not for me because I'm not good enough. And that was me. But once I got into it, I realized that these people are just like me. These people, all the others, I mean, there's some standout photographers in the group, but most of the people are everyday photographers like me. And so if you think you won't fit in, you will.
Yeah.
But I have to say that this took my photography, it expedited it like probably 10 years ahead. Because when I was a regular KelbyOne member, the KelbyOne Pro member, I would say I was a passive member because I would watch the classes and dream about actually doing the work, but I never really did it. Once I became a VIP member, I mean, I went from a passive photographer to an active one because you guys gave us things that we had to actually work on and things I never even knew that I needed to work on. I never thought about entering contests or putting together a portfolio, but every month it was something else that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this so much. So every month I was doing those things and I saw my photography improve from doing all those things and the challenges that you gave us. And then I became a VIP member, and talk about putting your boots on the ground, because it was every single time it was something I had never done. Every time.
I know, but
I learned things that I never even knew I needed to learn. And I will tell you that this has really taken my photography up a notch. I mean, big time, because when I go on a vacation or something now, I have all these tools that I can work with that I've learned because you guys taught us, and then you gave us that 2 weeks to work on it. Yeah. And in those 2 weeks, I'll tell you that I would work so hard from the minute we got off the call, trying to figure out how I'm going to pull this thing off that I never heard of before. And then I would go out and I would do at least 3 different versions of that assignment. So I would be able to choose one and represent myself well, you know, when you guys brought it up and critiqued it in front of everybody.
Well, can we see that food shot again? That you brought up again. Yeah. I think the control room brought up that.
That food shot. That was the first time I know you had
talked
about.
That was your first time
shooting food.
Look,
as well.
Food shot. I mean, like I said, almost everything that you guys told us to do. Like I said before, I was a passive photographer. I wasn't doing this kind of stuff. I didn't know about these techniques, but. It seems like everything that I was doing, it was like a first time, but then I thought, oh my gosh, I can do this.
Yeah,
that's what I love.
That looks like a commercial shot.
That's what I love about what you're saying there, because that was our whole design about this. Is Scott and I sitting down and going, we wanted to give you guys the tools that we have that make us comfortable and confident to shoot, because we all know when we start out that without that comfortability or without that confidence that you're talking about, when you say I can go on a vacation and I just know kind of what to do and where to bring this tool out in this situation or bring this tool out in this situation. And I will say again, with you especially, I've seen that in your work tremendously over the last couple of years, where it's changed. It's just changed so much.
It's like night and day.
Yeah.
And I was a little leery at first to join the VIP, like I told you, but I have to say that it totally exceeded my expectations, like big time.
But you know what? If I was getting married, Karen, and I'm hopefully not. I've been married 36 years, but I needed someone to shoot my wedding. And Karen told me she had never shot a wedding before, I would hire her hands down.
Well, because she would have the tools, and then she would put in the work, and that's the key there. And that's what I love about you, Karen, is you put in the work. You don't, like you just said, you're going to do an assignment, but Karen goes to that next level, right? She's like, I'm going to do it 3 times.
She does. And Karen, you got to understand, as educators, how proud that Erik and I are watching you these couple of years just get better and better and better, to where now if we go, oh, Karen turned something in, like we know it's going to be great.
Yes.
So it's been great for, you know, you can imagine how we feel, you know, to see people that are participating in this have such success, and your confidence now. Now, I'll tell you guys, Karen came with me. I did a small group of these workshops, and she came with me to Paris. And she shot
my first workshop, which I would have never done had I not been doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
But you killed it. You absolutely killed it. She crushed it in Paris.
Yeah, Scott actually came back. You said that. You said, like Karen, it was like everything she did was magic.
Yeah.
You know?
It's every little thing she does.
Let me tell you, I never knew that this was in me, and I want to thank you guys for everything that you've done for me over the last 2 years. It's really been amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's what it's all about. That's why we're doing this. That's why we do this.
Fantastic.
And thank you for taking the time to join us today, Karen. Thanks very much. This is your second time on the grid now. No, third time. This is the third time, because we met you when you wanted to go to Cuba. Then you showed your pictures from Cuba, and this is the third time. You're like getting to be a regular.
There you go.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, so do we.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Appreciate
We'll talk
it.
to you again soon.
All right.
All right, we better take a quick break here. Let us take a quick break. When we come back, we got David Foster
we
with
got
us.
a bunch of people on the line, so we're gonna.
And also, we got some shout-outs. Let's give us some shout-outs real quick.
Yeah, Diane saying hi from Smyrna, Georgia. Konnichiwa from San Francisco. I'm guessing that was the name, maybe. Claire Jones saying hi from Paris.
It's Lady St. Clair.
And-
Hey, wait, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I just heard Claire Jones just joined the VIP. We're
There
going to
you
have
go.
Claire in there. Now, you
No.
got to realize, Claire was up for Sports Photographer of the Year in the UK. She shoots for the rugby team, the Northampton Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that right? Northampton Saints. Northampton Saints. She's their official team photographer. She is a phenomenal photographer, and she just joined the VIP.
Yeah.
The thing about the VIP is there are people who are going to be brand new to photography. There's going to be people. But here's the thing. Do you think that Claire Jones joined the VIP because she wants to learn sports photography? Claire is at the top of her game. It's for everything else, for the
Yeah.
things that, she's going to experience the same things that Karen did, where you wind up doing things you never dreamed of. But she's a great photographer. I'm sure she'll do great in it. But she's
All
in
right.
Paris.
And then we
Lady
got
St. Clair.
Gordon saying hi from Tampa.
Gordon.
Dobson saying hi from right over there at the stage. Jenny saying hi from Scotland. Nanette saying hi from upstate New York. Jenna saying hi from Texas. CJK 1943 saying hi from all the way from Maine. So
right.
we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we got a couple other stories here. We're going to want to hear from other members that we've got.
And we still got giveaways coming
Yeah.
up, so stick around. We'll be right back with more.
Have you ever seen a photo where everything in the image frame is rendered as being 100% completely tack sharp and wondered, how the heck did they do that? I'm nature photographer Ian Plant, and I've spent the past 20 years perfecting this exact technique. And so when everything in the image frame looks sharp, I call this deep focus. And in this class, I'm going to teach you how you can get deep focus whenever you want. And I'm going to show you several different ways of achieving the deep focus effect. And some of these might sound a little bit scary, like depth of field and hyperfocal distance, which is the old-fashioned way of getting deep focus. I'm also going to teach you the modern way, something called focus stacking. And I'm going to cut through all of the technical jargon and present these concepts in an easy to understand way that you can practically apply when you're making your own photos. So join me as I demystify deep focus. Available only on KelbyOne.com.
In travel photography, one question I get asked over and over and over again, what do you do when you go to some place iconic like Paris and you're going to be shooting the monuments, but those monuments have already been shot to death? Who hasn't seen the Eiffel Tower or the Arc de Triomphe or Notre Dame before? Who hasn't seen those? Getting a truly unique shot that no one's ever taken of an iconic place is very, very difficult. That's what this class is about. We're going to go through all these different strategies on exactly what to do when you're in that situation. How do you come home with compelling, interesting, fascinating photos that feed your soul as a photographer? Come check it out. It's exclusively at KelbyOne.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey, we are back, Scott and Eric, and we've got some crazy.
It's
crazy
funny
folks.
too. At the break, we're chatting with everybody.
Hey, can I show off my shirt here? I got this shirt. It says, "I love F11. It's an easy one to remember." So Susan gave me this on my workshop in Australia. So I had to wear it today. I love it.
Favorite
I love
landscape,
F11. It's an
F11.
easy one to
F11.
remember. So I've said that on
F11.
occasion as, just kind of a snarky little comment. But I do love F11.
F11. It's easy.
It's an easy one to remember. What number should I use? You want everything in focus? Yeah, F11. It's easy. All right. Standing by is David Foster.
Got
David, you there?
Hey.
Oh, I'm right here.
Oh, there he
Hey,
is. How
how's
you
it
doing,
going?
man?
Yeah, good to see
Doing
you.
good.
Yeah, I was just talking to you last week. So
Yeah, and that was such a great and helpful conversation. I was laughing after we got off the line. I had those technical questions that you helped me out with, but it was really the conversation that we had afterwards that was so eye-opening.
Oh yeah, it's always those little things. Yeah.
Yeah, just talking photography and getting to realize some realizations about my own photography as we talked.
So along those lines, like, what has been your experience with the VIP in the in the inner circle? Like, how's your experience been with it?
Oh, well, growing exponentially. That's the biggest thing. I sort of jumped in, feet first. I joined KelbyOne, and the next day the VIP program was announced, and I jumped right into that.
Yeah.
That's jumping in with both feet right there.
Yep.
That's
You went
full
in the deep
commitment.
end. Yeah.
And but I've been enjoying it. I mean, every assignment, every our summits that we get to go out and do shoots with. It's just been great.
Wow. Hey, I love that shot. Was that a C5A Galaxy?
Yeah,
What was that?
yeah, the Galaxy there.
I love this.
Yeah, that was at Sun and Fun in April.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a gorgeous shot. You know what's terrible, David? I was there, but I didn't get that shot.
I don't have that.
I walked right past that plane a dozen times. Oh, look at this one. I got an A10 Warthog here.
Yeah.
Look how he's placing, putting the sun in his exact right spots. We're shooting at like F22 or something to get the star bright. Well done.
Yeah.
Dang.
But that was just an amazing experience there.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was an amazing experience. So last year, we got to take all our inner circle members that came to our summit to Sun and Fun and shoot the air show alongside us. So it was really cool.
Yeah, it's the second largest air show in the United States, and it was great. Was it hot that day, David? I don't remember. Was it?
Slightly.
It was misery.
It was the hottest air show I've ever been to, and it was in April, which is freak. It should never be that hot.
It's usually beautiful weather. Like we're usually sitting there going, man, I can't believe how
Sun and Fun is actually one of my favorite shows.
That's why.
Because of the temperature.
The temperature's so good.
Because usually a lot of the other shows are like in the summer and it's hot, and like Sun and Fun's early in the year, but not this year.
Nope.
Wow.
No. But we had fun. We sure had fun. We were in that hangar. We're shooting the model.
And obviously David got some killer shots.
But yeah. So is there anything else that you would say to people that are kind of like starting out, like they're thinking about like, should I jump in? Like obviously you jumped right in. But what, if somebody was out there and they're like, hey,
you know what though? It is important to mention. So you joined KelbyOne first, and then you heard about the VIP. When you join the VIP, it includes a KelbyOne membership.
Yes, it includes
so your
KelbyOne
membership is included in there, and then the VIP is.
It not only includes that, it also includes all the conferences that we do as well.
Yeah, like the landscape conference that you would normally pay for. Is automatically included. So
and the reason we do that is because if you're at that stage where you're diving in like David did, that you don't want to be limited. If we tell you, hey, watch this class from the landscape conference, or hey, do this from this event that we did, we don't want there to be a barrier to you learning. Right.
So I didn't mean to interrupt what Eric had asked you about your experience.
But if there is anything, is there anything else that you can think of that has been like one of those things that's maybe helping people getting over that hurdle in the beginning, because we all have that.
Yeah.
Am I good enough? The great thing too is the assignments that we've been given in VIP and Inner Circle. you give us the instruction, you lay the foundation, but there's also classes to go back to and also reference to get other ideas on how to implement that technique and things of that nature. And just having that depth of knowledge to reference when you're trying to do something for the first time, it's just wonderful to have.
Oh yeah,
wow,
definitely.
Well, David, thank you for taking the time to come and share your experience and your
awesome.
Pictures. Those were awesome.
I didn't get those.
It makes me miss Sun and Fun. Everything but the heat. It's got to be better this year, right? It's got to be better.
Yo me salgo unos minutos.
All right. Okay. Well, David, thank you so much once again, and we appreciate you coming on today. And thanks for being a VIP and then an Inner Circle member. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Cheers.
All right, so we're going across the pond again.
This time we're going to Denmark, to somewhere outside or around abouts of Copenhagen, to an award-winning photographer.
Award-winning architectural photographer.
Not just an award-winning architectural photographer, but the photographer that you're about to meet. We taught this thing as one of our assignments. We showed the post-processing. We talked about how to shoot it and how to post-process it. Not only did she go and win a bunch of awards, she won Architectural Photographer of the Year using the image that she turned in for the assignment. And she just won another award chosen by her peers just last week with a self-portrait that she did, and it was killer. Standing by,
it wasn't even a self-portrait. It was like a creative. It was just like
it was
totally
a fine
different.
art self-portrait.
Fine art. Yeah,
it's Met Clint. Met, are you there?
Hey, Met.
There she is.
Hello.
Oh, it's nice to see you, one of our award winners again. How you doing, Met?
Hello. How are you guys?
Oh, fantastic.
Great, yeah.
Well, before we talk about all this, congratulations on the year that you have had. You have just cleaned house.
Well, it's just been crazy. I never thought that would happen, but yeah.
Yeah,
I got my trophies on the window, so it's just crazy.
Yeah, well, it's been a wonderful thing seeing this happen all year. And like, we have this private group that we have it's a private group on Facebook just for the members of the Inner Circle, and we have one for the VIPs and stuff. And she would be posting in there, oh, look, there she is. There's the European Photography Awards. Look at these images, these architectural images that she's taking. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
First off, where are you finding these buildings? These buildings are amazing. But then the post-processing that you're doing on them is so cool. And look at this one. Here's another one, right? There's the Guru Award, Best of Show. Come on.
Well, it's very interesting because maybe you could talk about like I think what's been interesting, because we were just talking last week as well, and what I didn't know is that Met has a background in construction and in that stuff. So it's almost like she's merging like what she's doing with her photography and then elevating her photography from there. So Met, what has kind of been your experience with this whole VIP and Inner Circle program?
Well, of course, it's been amazing. It's been 2 years of meeting great people, meeting you guys, seeing you are real people. You're not just on the telly. So it's been nice, been meeting the crew and seeing the studio in Tampa and meeting all the guys in the group, other great photographers. Learned a lot. So it's just been great. Networking, and that's just priceless.
It really is. That part of it, I think we don't talk enough about, because there's a social aspect to all of this. And,
a lot, yeah.
And you're involved in that big time. You're always in there and you're talking to everybody. She flew. So we have a thing we call the Summit, right? And what it is, it's only for VIP and Inner Circle members. It's held here in our offices in Tampa, Florida. Met flew all the way from Denmark to be here. And she even brought me some goodies, which was very nice. But she came all the way here and we got to meet her in person. It's just a social event. Now, we all shoot together. That's how we went to the air show. Eric arranged to get us all press passes.
Yeah.
So we had press passes for the event.
We went on assignment.
And we went on assignments and stuff. But I was pretty impressed that Met came all the way. But it's the friendships that are formed. And people, they go out shooting together. They go out to dinners together, not just during the summit. They do it outside the summit. Yep. Like if someone says, "Oh, I'm coming to New York," somebody else is like, "I'll meet you there."
Actually, probably the next guy we're going to talk to will meet you there.
It really, Stu will meet you in New York. But anyway.
Well, yeah, I flew in twice, and in April is going to be the third time I'm going to join you guys.
Oh, that's great.
We're going
to come. All right. But that's the thing is you've met so many people through this. Now, it does help. You're a very lovely person. Like when I met you, you're so warm and just so gracious. And so everybody that meets you wants to be your friend, right? Everybody wants to hang out and all, especially now that you're the award-winning architectural photographer of the year. We're hoping some of it will rub off on us.
Of course, no. Well, you're going to get my prize money. I promised you that. So.
Well, great. That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's no prize money.
No, but the inner circle, the assignments, and you just pushed us to do better. And I would never have turned in the pictures or my pictures for a competition, but you said I should, so I did.
Hey, is there any chance that we could see the one that you won with just last week? The self-portrait. Do you have it anywhere that you could show it? It's so creative. Oh wait, hold on. We'll let Eric pull it up. So we had this thing where at the end of the year, if you missed an assignment, you could go back and do any one. If you did them all, which is like what Met did, she did every single one. We said you can do a self-portrait, but it has to be a serious self-portrait, not a selfie. Not a selfie, a self-portrait. She took it to another level, and she won a unanimous vote. Like everybody voted for her to win. But you got to see the image. So Eric
I got to dig for it. So keep on stalling.
Our internet is horrendous today for whatever reason. The internet here in the building is really, really bad. And it's usually quite good. But today, of course, when we're doing this, it's quite horrendous. But we're going to go find her image. And when she turned it in, we were like, we're all like this. Because it was creative and it was a self-portrait, but it became fine art. Because it's so, I like how she even thought of this. But it's not just the idea. You pulled it off, Matt. Like your post-processing and stuff is just so on the money. So give us 1 second.
It's because the gallery's closed. I got to get into like the back end.
Okay, he's having to go in the back end because, go ahead.
It's because I'm really trying and put in the work. And, I have my job on the side, my real job. And this is, I live and breathe camera every waking hour. So.
And this shot shows that we found the shot, Matt. Let's share the shot. Look at that. She's dreaming of photography.
Yeah.
That was such a cool shot. That was just the whole thought process, and then being able to pull it off so well in the Photoshop part of this and all. And your post-processing is always very solid. And it just keeps getting better and better. Everything that you touch is turning to gold. So what an incredible year.
So Matt, from the time you started like making that journey, like what prompted, what prompted you to go, oh, I'm going to join the VIP? And then from that moment, like, how do you feel like your photography has evolved?
Well, I think I've been a pro member since 18 or something.
Okay.
And then I saw the program of joining the VIP 2 years ago.
Yep.
And I was just thinking, oh, should I not? And I thought, why not just jump in it? And I did. And it's just, been amazing. The assignments just pushing me and my photography, and it's just developed from there. And you guys encouraged us to do better and send in to competitions, and it's just, I owe it all to you guys this last 2 years.
Well, that's very kind.
But
you did the work.
I think what was interesting about everybody is I feel like it's inside people. right? And it's bringing that gift that you have out and into the world. And I think that's what you've done over the last couple of years, is you've brought that gift out to where, like, there was an award-winning European Photography Award winner inside you, and you pulled it out, and then boom, there it is. So,
well, Matt, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Congratulations on the year that you've had. We're so proud of you.
Yeah,
we're so tickled at how you're doing, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do this coming year. I cannot wait, and we look forward to seeing you in person at the summit coming up here in this in April.
Yeah, in April. Yeah.
So thank you again, Matt. Nice seeing you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
She's so nice. She's such a sweet person, and we've met her. You know, she's coming again. I can't believe it. This is awesome. All right, how about
we got Stu.
We got Stu. Now, we get to see Stu all the time because Stu splits his time between Tampa and New York. So we tell him, hey, if you're in town, come by the studio, and we get to hang out. But you know, Stu is a fixture in our KelbyOne community. So Stu is in there all the time. The KelbyOne community, for those of you who don't know, and Stu will tell you, is about the friendliest photography community on the planet because of people like Stu that are helpful, they're kind, they look out for each other, and the friendships and connections that are made. Well, I'll let you tell them, Stu.
Yeah, you tell us. Like, what's your experience with that community aspect of it?
Yeah, well, the community has been really fantastic. I mean, you already mentioned that if you take a course, that the instructors will chime in the community and help you. The other community members do the same. As it turns out, there's also a live Zoom chat every week that we've been doing, and I joined that a couple of years ago, and they decided they were going to break for the summer, but that was, I was only there a couple of times. And a bunch of those people were coming to New York for a seminar, and they didn't know who I was. So they actually, I found out later, they were stalking me, going through, saying, is this the profile? Is that the guy? Is this guy here? And in fact, John Dukes, I was at Photoshop World, and I said hello to John Dukes, and he didn't even realize that it was me and I was the one they were looking for. They tracked me down. And we got together in New York, and we went out for a shoot, and that was a lot of fun. It's a wonderful community. Everybody is so helpful. You don't get any of the wackiness that you'll get on
trolls.
Yes. You don't get that sort of thing. Nobody's putting you down for anything, which is really good. But my membership, actually goes all the way back to the NAP years. I went to a few live Photoshop Worlds. It never occurred to me that I could be at the quality of my photography that I've seen in the Guru Awards. That really got me at the time. I knew I was never, not anywhere near that good. And now I've been a finalist twice, which absolutely amazes me.
Let's go. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
And also, you said that all the seminars are included. Photoshop World is also included with the VIP and Inner Circle memberships.
Yeah, that's
which is great. Which is one of the reasons I jumped in, was it included everything. I was learning a tremendous amount, and your hospitality towards me on the grid. And the shout outs every week, all of a sudden, and the shouts of Stu were really amazing. And the thing that I've learned is that you and Erik and everybody, the whole crew, you people would probably be doing this with everybody, even if you didn't get paid. It's just an amazing thing, your generosity of you, all of the instructors. Even when I was doing the live Photoshop Worlds, I would be able to chat with the instructors going between classes. It's a wonderful experience to be able to get that kind of support. And then the workshops were amazing. I have this picture up here.
Yeah, the taxi there.
the taxi.
He knows I love that shot. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
you
have
keep
that shot
showing
either.
your version of it.
Mine's not
And I have
nearly as good.
Well, mine, I did a little work turning the lights on the left side, but so at least I know the difference. But the workshop was just amazing. Meeting the people who were on the workshop was amazing. It's well put together. It's great. And what happened is you're pushing me out of my comfort zone, which is what the Inner Circle did this past year. I've never done portraits before. Now I think I can do portraits.
You can.
Yeah,
You absolutely can.
I never shot an air show. Going to that air show was amazing. I shot 8,000 pictures. I have never shot that many pictures in one day in my life. Of course, most of them were a blur, but that's what it's all about.
Well, that's panning. That's panning.
Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly. And the other thing is, I'm a hobbyist. I'm not a professional photographer. At this point, I can start selling my pictures, but I never intended to be a professional photographer. So people who are considering a KelbyOne membership, you don't have to be a professional photographer or wanting to be in the business. You don't have to have that kind of business pressure. I love it as a hobby. It's so much fun. And and getting pushed out of my comfort zone. The classes, there's so many classes there to take, but I had nobody, prodding me to go out and actually make use of some of those classes. So that was a big help. Doing the focus stacking, all the assignments were really amazing. There were some that were not successful. I'm hoping to do them again next year, but some of them were and surprised me. I'll never be a Karen.
Dude, none of us will.
Well, you will.
That's-
You will.
I don't
You
know.
can put in the work.
Anything
Put
you
in the
throw
work.
at her.
I don't know, Stu. I think you're on your way.
You got to put in the work.
I'm certainly much further along than I ever was, which is really,
Yep.
I owe a lot to you. And it's been a pleasure the last couple of years with the higher level of membership. It's been great.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you sharing all that and sharing your insights. There was something that you said, Stu, that I just wanted to kind of double back on, because the very smallest number of members that we have are actual professional photographers.
Oh, yeah. Very small.
It is a very, very tiny sliver that are pros. Everybody else are people just wanting to get better at photography. And I think Stu, I know that you felt this, and Karen and everybody we've talked to, they felt like I could be better. I just need I need a little guidance. I need a little pushing. I need someone to make me get out and take photos, really, but with purpose, right? It's one thing, you can just walk out your door and take photos, but if you have a purpose, like I've got an assignment due and I need to try this thing and I want to do a good job. Like I don't want to just check a box that, yep, I did it. Like you can see the people that we've been talking to today, yourself included, take it seriously.
Yes.
And you're getting the results you're getting, Stu, because you do take it seriously.
Yep.
And you're totally involved in everything that we do. Like if anybody is getting their money's worth from their membership, it's you, because you do it all, right?
That's true.
You're in the community. You're talking with everybody. You're helping people. You are a helpful person by nature, I think. So that, I think, really, really makes a big difference. Son of a gun, we got to take a break.
But, what's cool about what you just said is, as photographers, and this is why our portfolio is so important, is the proof. We have a measuring tool, right? And what you just talked about with Stu, the measuring tool is, if you look at the images, and are your images getting better? And they're getting better. They're going up. They're making progress.
You're taking a photo out of your portfolio because
putting
you
in
got
another
a new one that's better. And it constantly elevates your portfolio.
And that's what we have as photographers. We have a good benchmark in that we have our photos to look at and say, are we getting better? So if you feel like your photos are just kind of like there, which a lot of us, I know I felt like that for years. We're just like there. You got to do something to take to the next level. That's where I think what I've seen is that everybody's rising up.
Yep.
Because they're putting in the work. Stu, you're putting in the work. You're doing the assignments. You're making that progress.
Stu is one of the people that helps elevate the people around him.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Stu feels like I do. A rising tide raises all ships.
Yes.
So if Stu helps somebody and their stuff gets better, somebody will help Stu. Everybody supports everybody in this whole program because it is a small group of people, right? I think the inner circle, there's only 100 people.
Yeah.
So it's 100 out of the thousands and thousands of members that we have. It can only be this small number group because it's a very interactive thing. We have to take a break. Stick around. But before we
got
go,
some good ones coming up.
Stu, thank you for taking the time. You are a rock star. I appreciate it.
And thank you, and thanks for the kind words. I do appreciate it. Actually, very quickly, you wrote in your composition book to my friend and colleague. I can't tell you how much that means to me, to be considered a colleague.
Of course.
That is an amazing, that shows how far I've come. And I really appreciate that.
You're one of us now,
Thank you so
Stu.
much.
You're one of us.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back. Don't go away. We're going to take a short break. We got somebody else standing by you're definitely going to want to meet. Don't go away. I got a couple people still holding on. Don't go. Don't go. You want to hear them. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm Richard Burnaby, wildlife and travel photographer, and I am so excited to be here in the world's first national park and the crown jewel of the American National Park System, Yellowstone. I am literally standing in the caldera of a supervolcano with geothermal features found nowhere else on Earth, broad valleys teeming with wildlife, and jaw-dropping landscapes. I'm going to guide you through the park and show you how to approach and photograph landmarks so you can capture memories of a lifetime. I'm going to talk about gear, composition, camera settings, the best times of day to go to each location. We will head out to the major landmarks such as Yellowstone Falls, Mammoth Hot Springs, Old Faithful, and the sprawling valleys teeming with wildlife, inspiring you to want to come visit this magical place yourself. Come check out my latest class here at Yellowstone, exclusively on KelbyOne.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
All right, we're back.
We're back, and that was a nice short break. That's a good length for the break there. All right,
excited for this one.
Standing by is Doty Ross. I talked to Doty this week, so Doty and I had our one-on-one where basically it's just she and I on a Zoom call. That's what we do for these one-on-ones. It's just a Zoom call, and sometimes people want to look at their portfolio.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to talk about Lightroom, Photoshop, ideas, struggles they're having, whatever it is. Doty and I had a great talk this week. You out there, Doty?
I sure am.
There she is. Hey. There she is. All right. So there's Doty. Hi, Doty. Welcome to the show. Now, we've seen Doty numerous times at the summit. Doty has come by here just to watch the grid,
I have.
and Doty has seen in person how excited we get when we have a live audience.
Yeah.
Because really, it's just us talking to you and then sometimes to Juan over on the jib. So it's nice to have like live people. We have a little table where they sit over there. It's a different set. They sit on a different set.
We definitely want those live people. Not the dead people.
But Doty has been a long-time member, been in the VIP and been in the inner circle. She's a terrific photographer.
She's also one of those that, like, every time she turns in the assignment, you're like, boom, got it.
Yes, and she is also one of them that takes it very seriously.
Yeah.
She works
puts in the effort.
Doty doesn't do anything half-butt. She goes all in every single time, which is a great testament to what makes a successful photographer.
I mean, we actually had one assignment, I remember, where we were doing Milky Way or Star Trails, and she was one who she was having trouble, but she stuck with it, But I saw her sticking with it, and that's what it takes a lot of times, is just sticking with it.
Yep, and sometimes... go ahead, Doty.
Yeah. And, and the thing about one of the things that I've really enjoyed is when we are struggling, and you saw me, I mean, I was in the perfect place. I drove 7,000 miles round trip to get to this place. And, you know, from Maryland all the way to Utah, and I could not get the Milky Way. And finally, after 4 nights of struggling, I sent a message to Erik and said, I need help. I need help. And he helped me, and I was finally able to see the Milky Way. And it looks like some of my pictures that I've done are.
I love that shot. I love that shot. Sorry.
Yeah. And it's just the thing about this is, you know, it has challenged me. And I do floral, you know, and I do nature abstract and landscapes, but I've done things that I didn't think, oh, this isn't going to work with what I do. But every single assignment we have had. So this picture is actually from the summit. Scott has, you know, he sets up these models, and I've never done a model shoot. And this is, I mean, it's just been a lot of fun. But anyway, what I was saying is
look at that shot.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, you know us. We love to look at photos.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at that shot. Look at that shot.
That was the best one of all.
Oh, did it take a bad turn? Oh, Doty, you were doing so good. I'm thinking, man, you know, she's telling me she's never shot models before, and then all of a sudden,
Doty, I think that's a competition image right there.
That is not.
It is.
You know what that is? That's you're competing to get the rats out of your closet. Put that photo in there, and they'll all run. Oh.
But it's just, you know, I quit my job, my 9 to 5 in 2020, and pursued photography full time. And I knew I needed a way to get to improve my post-processing, to improve, you know, everything that I did with my photography, because I knew this is what I wanted to do. And that's when I found KelbyOne, is shortly after I'd quit my 9 to 5, and I started taking classes, and then I joined as a pro. And about a year later, I heard about the VIP, and I joined the VIP, and then from there to the inner circle. And I've just been able to, everything we have learned, I have been able to incorporate into what I do. And it's just in the community and asking questions and look at this and tell me, how can I improve this photo? What have I done wrong? What have I done right? And you guys have been there from day one to just kind of guide me and get me to this point, to the point I've been a finalist twice in the Guru Awards. I had one of my shots that was picked to go into a gallery up in Vermont.
Yeah.
I've been in your gallery, Scott. I've been in 2 galleries here in Maryland, and it's just something I would have never thought I would have done before I started doing.
Doty, what's it like when you walk in the gallery and you see your image printed big, 24 by 36 on those beautiful Bay Photo exposure prints? What was that like?
Heart-stopping. I was just, wow. I've never seen my work that large. I actually have it on my wall here in my house, you know, from the gallery. And it just gives me a sense of accomplishment, but it also kind of, I didn't realize I could do this work. It's built up my confidence. And I wouldn't have built my confidence if I wouldn't have put myself out there. Yeah. And that's, thank you to both of you.
So Doty, just for people who don't know, you know, we talked about, we do this summit where everyone's invited that are in the inner circle and VIP to Tampa. Well, we have a beautiful gallery at the front of the building, just a gorgeous gallery designed by my wife, and it's got beautiful lighting and beautiful, it's an art gallery, wood floors. It's an art gallery. Well, what we do is we have the VIP and inner circle members, where again, it's a small number of people, submit images. We pick our favorites, we print them, and we do a gallery show. We have a wine and cheese thing, and I think it was Cuban food this year. And we all, you know, check out the pictures, and we have just a lovely night. It's a, you know, like a gallery opening. And oh yeah, here's some pictures from behind the scenes at the summit. There's the gallery. You can see it right there. Yeah. And so these images.
That's Diane's image.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
Diane Arnold's image.
That's
right
the thing.
there.
If we get to know everybody and like talk to them, and
there's the control room. That's where we're always yelling at them in the control room. But anyway, so that's part of the summit, and one of Doty's images got picked, and it printed beautifully, big, beautiful pictures. But you know,
it's been in there twice.
been there twice, 2 years
Twice.
in a row. I know,
2 years in a row.
I know.
So it's been, but another part of this is just the people you meet. I have met some amazing photographers, and it's like this community. It's almost like a family. And to the point that I met with Karen in Illinois, and we went to Chicago together to shoot after I had watched your video, Scott, on shooting Chicago. Then, I watched Karen Hutton's video in Utah on Zion, and I met up with 2 other Inner Circle people in Zion, and we shot together for the week. And it's just meeting up with these people. I've met up with John Dukes, and
Oh, I'm so
just
sorry.
This community of amazing people. Stu was even in DC for the photo walk. So it's just, you meet these people and have these connections all over the world. And you know that if you went, they welcome you and you can go do photography with them. And it's just, you just can't find that anywhere else. And I've just really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Well,
And that's why we encourage people to come to the summit, because, you can email and we can talk and you can chat back and forth. But when you come and you're here in person and you get to meet the other people, it's where friendships are made, aren't they, Doty?
It is.
Like
I've met some of my best friends. I mean, amazing people.
It's crazy.
I can't wait
John
to go
Dukes.
see Meta. I can't even wait to go see Meta. One of these days I'm going to get over there to Denmark.
Oh, let me tell you, if I get to Copenhagen again, I'm so calling Meta, because she knows all the good places. She's cool. She's really great. You're going to come away with great photos. You're going to have a great time because she's such a riot.
Oh yeah.
I want to go see Allison too.
Oh, Allison. Allison's the
Jeremy,
worst.
yeah.
They're the worst.
Yeah,
they're horribly mean to you when you see them in person. No, they are just a charming couple. They really are. And she's such a good photographer and so much fun. Yeah, if you get to the UK, they are just very, very wonderful folks.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, Doty, thank you for taking the time, and I was nice meeting with you this last week.
I love hearing that about your confidence, because that's really when we set up this program in the beginning. That's what Scott talked about, is like, we both talked about, like, we just want to make sure people have the tools and the training and the skills to be confident, because once you're confident in your photography, everything else breaks down.
What he just said is so right, and we've seen that in your and you continue to grow. I mean, you're a full-time photographer, and you continue to grow and get better and
it's a weird thing, Scott, too, because sometimes in my life too, the most confident, usually it's a natural reaction for a great photographer to be not confident in themselves. It's very common, though, in my life to have a crappy photographer be super confident with their photography and how their crap doesn't stink and blah, blah, blah. But that's what really we set out to do with this, and I love hearing that from you, because
that drives
that was
people like Doty and me and you. Is we feel like our best images are still inside us.
Yeah, and we're like,
we feel like, I just have to unlock it. I got to do this trip or take this trip.
I struggle with it all the time.
Yeah,
I know.
Look at what Doty's doing here with the way she traveled to go get those shots.
Awesome.
I mean,
that's exactly the thing we're talking about doing.
She's going out and making photos. They're not falling in her lap. She's going out and making, and her floral stuff is off the chain.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's doing her floral stuff. Her lighting on her floral stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, she's understanding that the lighting is important. You can't just go take the picture.
Yeah,
you
but
she's
doing the whole thing, right? She's doing all of it. Doty, thank you for taking the time to share your story.
Thank both of you, and everyone in the studio is just amazing. And that's another great thing, is just when we go to the studios, it's just the people. It's a family.
We got a great crew here. We really do.
We do.
Our crew.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they are. I tell you, I brag
quit
about
picking
them all
on
the
Dobson,
time.
Man. Quit picking on Dobson.
Hey,
He's awesome.
That's what makes Dobson grow.
Dobson is awesome.
That's like pouring water
that's
on him.
Like,
he grows.
it's kind of like we tease him, and then he just he gets better and better and better.
He does. But we love Dobson. He's a character, and Dobson is a hard-working guy.
He is.
Like, Dobson comes in and he's 100% when he's here, and he's just a lot of fun too.
Well, our whole crew, and that's a Dobson. Just he feeds off of that and just keeps on going. It's like the Energizer Bunny.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's like the Energizer
true.
Bunny.
All right.
Thank you.
And he just wrote up on Dobson just wrote on the bar. Aw, shucks.
All right. I think we have one more. I think Miguel.
Yeah,
Can
Miguel.
I tell my Miguel story?
I thought I heard Spanish in my ear just a second ago.
All right.
And I believe Miguel's on
Miguel
the line.
is coming in from Cartagena, Colombia, I believe. Cartagena, Colombia.
Maybe.
Well, I got to tell you my Miguel story. So
Cartagena.
Cartagena. Thank you. So I met Miguel at the summit here in our offices in Tampa, and I wound up at dinner with Miguel. So just a bunch of people at those long tables at Chili's.
Yeah.
So I wind up talking to Miguel, and I don't know. I just hit it off with him immediately. You know how you meet somebody and you're like, I like this guy, and so
well,
anyway.
I think you poke at each other, because that's what.
Oh yeah, he's
what
very
you see
funny.
with Scott. That's kind of what you get. You know.
Let me tell you, Miguel is
WYSIWYG.
he's got a great sense of humor. He's really, really funny. And he's got a very thick accent, so you never really know what he's saying. You just laugh. But anyway, so he's sitting across from me, and he says, hey, look, I heard you're talking about doing a workshop in Paris. If you go, I want to go, but you have to tell me way in advance because, he's a doctor, and he's like, I just can't pick up and leave overnight. I need lots of notice.
I got to plan that.
Well, son of a gun, I'm sitting there in Paris. I look over, and there's Miguel. Here, I met him at the summit. Next thing I know, we're in Paris shooting together, and he did killer. He did killer. And I will say this. I don't think he got any sleep because we take a siesta every afternoon. But he's going out at midnight. He's going out in the afternoon. Like nobody took more photos in Paris than Miguel. He worked his butt off. And it's a testament to that what we were talking about with Doty. You put in the hard work and you get the results. Miguel, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor, first of all. You guys have a fantastic organization, and that is not only show what you do, the grid, but in all the people who are behind the scenes. And this community has been fantastic for all of us. We have met great, wonderful people that push us to be better photographers. Some of them are out of this world, and you just try to catch up, and then Matt comes with another picture of a portrait that you will never thought of. So, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. And they are so fantastic, pleasant, wonderful. You can reach to them, and you can learn from them. And one of the important things is that nobody feels that they are talking down to you. So we are here to help each other.
That's true. There's no attitude from anybody. You really get this sense that we're all in this together, and that rising tide raises all ships kind of thing. Where when you see other people get better, you're genuinely happy. Like when you see Matt do something crazy, right, or Karen or somebody do something crazy, you're like, that's one of us. Yeah. That's one of our crew. Like you really feel like, and Miguel is also one of those guys who's super supportive. He's involved in everything. Everybody knows Miguel. Everybody loves Miguel. It's his kind of, he has this magnetic personality that draws
and thanks
everybody
to you,
in.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Thanks to you, I got my first paid job.
Oh,
my first paid photo.
Go.
I sold it in Paris for $5.
There you go. There you go. Got to start somewhere, Miguel. You got to start somewhere.
Hey, it's okay.
It's a start. It's a start.
I sold it to Scott. He paid me not to publish it.
Well, it's like it's the elephant. Even 10,000-pound elephant. You still have to eat it one bite at a time.
You do. You got to start somewhere.
The journey starts with just one step.
No, it has been a fantastic journey, and the techniques, the post-processing, the approach of everyone, Erik, you, all the family in KelbyOne. I cannot say enough good things about you guys. And it starts from the top. You are a very down-to-earth guy. There were so many photographers in Paris, everybody trying to photograph, and then you, even with the people that didn't belong to your group, you were trying to help them. It's just the generosity of the group, and that translates.
Well, thank you. Well, it's been fun to see you progress here. You just had a finalist last week. Yeah. Met pull that rabbit out of a hat. So we can't. That's You can't count that. But you were one of the top finalists.
You're always sitting in the top. Yeah, that's for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, you're always in there. I mean, in your photography, we've seen you grow just in this short couple of years that you've been in the VIP and inner circle. But we see it, and Erik and I talk about this all the time. How we've seen this growth. But you're an important part of this whole community. You know, you're involved with everybody. Like everybody knows you. Everybody kind of. You're part of that. You know, the people that are on today are all, and I think this is a big thing, how being a part of this community, I'm not talking about what Erik and I do. I'm not talking about the coaching or the assignments, but the community that revolves around and the friendships that are made is really important. It really does help elevate everybody. Tell us about your experience in the community, Miguel.
Well, one of the first things that we did was going to the summit. That's where you meet your fellow photographers and you understand how they do their techniques, how they approach the scene. They teach you how to look for things that you don't even think about it, especially for me. I just like to photograph people. I never looked before into shadows or light or this corner or zoom in photos. So to me, it has been a fantastic way to learn about the trade, you know. It's not a trade for me. It's a big hobby, expensive hobby. And that's the other thing. Scott, you told us, hey, you don't need the biggest camera or the most expensive lenses. You took us to Paris with a lens that everybody looks down. That is the 24 to 240 Canon.
Love it.
And nobody likes it in the community. Perfect for what we did.
Lens
Perfect.
is awesome. It's $7.99. That's an
yeah,
awesome
but you're
lens.
right. If you go on the Petapixel forums and all that stuff, it's going to get trashed.
Yeah, but
you know, oh my gosh, this is that, and it's like, well, let me see the results.
Yeah, let's see what pictures you took with it.
Let me see the results.
But here's the interesting thing about Miguel, and Miguel wouldn't tell you this, but when I met Miguel, he was the assistant manager of an Ace Hardware. But when he realized how much photography was going to cost, he decided to become a doctor to be able to buy better lenses. But when I met him, assistant manager of an Ace Hardware, and in 2 years, he's doing surgery. It's amazing.
Hey.
It's just crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah. But
YouTube is fantastic.
YouTube.
Do you watch the video right before the surgery?
Yeah,
like,
while you're doing it.
You're looking at it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the only way. No. We take good care. I'm happy to be in this country, and right now I'm in Colombia, but in the United States, it's a great. Besides what everybody says, great healthcare system. A shout out to all the nurses that are photographers because they are the mainstay of our healthcare system, and they are always wonderful.
Amen,
they work
brother.
long
they
hours.
Sure are.
And it's incredible. We should pay them more.
I'm smelling a project for next year, Miguel.
We're smelling a project.
There's a story you were just telling.
There's a story about nurses that could be visually told very well.
Yep.
It should be. It should be.
All right. Well, Miguel, thank you so much for taking the time. It is a joy having you in the VIP and the inner circle. And the community that you've built around you, I think, is probably bigger than the inner circle community. So he's been very mild today. When Miguel lets loose, he's a ball.
It's because the subtitles are not working, so I cannot talk too fast.
Oh,
there you go.
Miguel, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Speaking of a character,
all right,
we got a character coming up.
We got Craig. I didn't realize we had Craig on here.
Yeah, last one we got. Hey, Craig, you there?
Craig.
Oh, got to turn on my microphone.
Yeah, there it is.
All right,
you're here.
We got a legitimate rock star here. So, you know, we talked earlier about us doing the, remember the Annie Leibovitz group shots, Craig?
Yes.
Remember those? All right.
So, looks like you're getting in trouble there in the background.
And you heard earlier, who was it, that Karen that had a hard time getting, or Alison had a hard time getting a group together? Well, Craig did as well. So what Craig did was he did a group portrait of all Craig.
Yeah.
And he wore a different outfit, including like a super rockin' outfit, because he's a musician as well. He's a professional musician and singer. And he did this great self-portrait thing with him in every spot, but it looked real.
Yep.
It looked like it was 5 different people, his post-processing and the composition, it was really good. You did great on that thing. But,
thank you.
But
Christina
anyway.
has that one.
Yeah.
Yes, figures Christine is not here today.
Okay. Well, okay, well, and so
you nailed it.
it's, yeah, thank you. And it's, you know, with everything that my colleagues have already said, I don't know that I can add a whole lot new, but, you know, just a, you know, kind of a callback to what Stu said is you really do feel like you're with colleagues, and it's just an honor because as we go through our monthly assignments and the reviews of the assignments, and you say, oh my gosh, look how great these people are that I'm surrounded by. And, you know, and you talked about the quality and the learning and the improvement. And, you know, so I've been in the VIP and the inner circle. So, you know, 2 years of that. And so that's been phenomenal. And I go back a little ways. A great friend of mine here in the Tampa area, Kevin Newsom, phenomenal portrait photographer, put me. He used to you used to hire him to do event photography for Photoshop World. So he knew that I was interested in photography because I did it for our real estate business. And he said, "Oh, you've got to get to know KelbyOne." And so I went to my first Photoshop World in
look at that,
2017. And I can't find it, but I used to have my I deal with a lot of crop shirt. I think that came out that year. And so been with the group for that amount of time. And one thing that was very important to me. Hey, Miguel, your microphone's still on.
Hey, Miguel, we hear you.
Sorry.
Hey, Miguel.
Anyhow, so again, if there's folks that are watching and you're thinking about, you know, going back just to get into the general membership, you have to do it. $199, I think was what he said it was. Yeah. That's beyond free. And someone talked about watching a course on how to be a surgeon on YouTube. Same thing with photography. You can go out and find great courses on YouTube for free, but they're all spread out all over the place. When you're with Kelby, everything is there right in front of you. It's one-stop shopping. You've got an unbelievable library available to you. And then when you get into the VIP group and into the inner circle group, all of the conferences are also included. So again, you've got this catalog of knowledge that I don't think you could beat anywhere in the world.
Well, Craig, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I don't think people, you know, we do these conferences about every 2 months. It's if you get in early, it's $150. If you don't get in early, they're $300 a piece. So we do like at least five in Photoshop World during the year. And I think that's an incredible value. I think the value that you get, because it also includes the KelbyOne membership and an invite to the summit and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it that we haven't even got to cover. But Craig, it's been fun having you in the inner circle and the VIP these couple of years. And Craig was on my photo walk. We walked in Tarpon Springs, Florida on a beautiful day, and we went to an amazing restaurant and had super good food.
Yeah, and when we were talking about how everyone is helpful to everyone else in the group in a very positive way, you know, not like out there in normal social media world, but just it's little things. So we were on the bus on our way over to the air show.
Yep.
And I was talking with the guy next to me about my lens and how annoying it was that it was always extended like this. And he said, "Well, don't you know that you can tighten up this little ring and it won't do that?"
It's the little things.
And he was I have hiked hundreds of miles with this lens extended like that because I didn't know that little. So that's a fellow, you know, VIP inner circle member that gave me that little tip.
There you go.
You know what it is? We all need photography friends. We need Photoshop and Lightroom friends. We all need them for stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know what? That happened to me on my lens. So I use the Sigma, not the Sigma. I use the Tamron lens. Well, Tamron is this thing where it gets locked. And it won't extend. You can't turn it. You can't do anything. And you're like, I can't zoom in. I can't. And Eric's like, it's this little thing over it.
Lock
pop
and
it
boom
out.
and boom.
And again, you wouldn't know. This is why we need photography friends.
Yeah.
Or I would have shot the whole air show at 150.
Like, I can't go past 150, Eric. What's going on?
I'm stuck, Eric. Help.
And I know that you're probably getting a little short on time, but people talk about all the things that they've done for the first time. So the long exposure photography, I think, is going to be a key, at least for my personal portfolio going forward. And then the other thing was entering a gallery show. So here is this is my first place award-winning shot of a dragonfly. And I'll give you a pro tip. Anybody that's looking for VIP or inner circle is have Erik work with you on your insect pictures. Scott turns out is not a big fan, but that was a first place winner, and that led to me getting a personal small gallery show. So a little solo show. That never would have happened for me. I wouldn't have even tried
That's
it.
awesome.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. That's
cool.
cool.
I'm not big on the insect thing.
You're not a big bug
now,
guy.
The dragonfly doesn't bother me. It's when it gets into beetles and spiders I'm kind of out. But I can do butterflies, I can do dragonflies. I find dragonflies are kind of pretty. And that was a beautiful shot you showed, so it must not be dragonflies must not bother me. Craig, thank you for
just another real quick shout out again back to what Doty said about having the challenge of trying to get the Milky Way. I was trying to do that out in August in Glacier, and Erik was helping me. I realized after, when I walked out into the middle of this golf course fairway trying to set up my camera, that later I reflected that I didn't take bear spray with me, which was, fortunately it didn't end badly. But this photo that you were talking about, where I did the group shot, and that combined two of our assignments. One was the single one flash portrait, which is how I lit it, and then the second was the group photo. It took me 2 months to do that. I kept going through it. It was not working. I was making mistakes or whatever. So Erik very kindly helped me, like late the night before this thing was due. And I think even the morning of, so that I could finish it. And so I appreciate you, Erik, sticking with me through that so that I could get it done.
Yeah, but it's all about getting those wins. And that's what it's all about.
Yep.
It's seeing it through, having that perseverance to get through it. Because that's the thing is, if you don't give up, you can get there. But if you give up, you'll never get there.
All right, I do have a tip for you though, Craig, before you go. So if you don't have bear spray, you can do what I do, because I don't have it very often. There's times I need
it's coming.
A picture of Miguel on your phone.
You
just flash it at the bear. Just show it really briefly, and that usually will startle them
away.
To run away. So it's already on your phone. You have your phone with you. You think, I don't have bear spray.
Well, I got a picture
put it
of
in
Miguel.
your favorites, because you don't want to be digging for it. Put it in your favorites.
That's right.
So it comes up
on the top of the stack.
I think you have it as your home screen, right?
It's my home screen. So, hey, Craig, thank you very much for joining us today. Thanks for being so patient and hanging out there.
Yeah.
And we'll see you around. Thanks very much, Craig.
That's awesome. Thanks.
All righty. Well, we're only over by 51 minutes, which I think is pretty good for us.
Rounding error for us.
Rounding error. We got some winners that have been probably very, very patient.
But before there, if you did want to sign up for the cyber deal, we got the cyber deal. But the VIP is it's easy one. KelbyOne.com/VIP.
That's
KelbyOne.com/VIP.
Now,
I know as of this morning, there was like 20 spots left.
There's only 20 spots left. And on the inner circle, so if you're already a VIP and in the inner circle, I think there was around 12, 13, something like that. Very small number available. Once they're gone, we close the membership.
Yep.
So jump on. We would love to have you join us for this year. It's going to be an amazing year. I know some of the things that we have planned. If you're joining the VIP, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to grow a lot.
And one of the things I'm excited about this year is we've always had a problem with the summit of capacity.
Yeah.
And we're opening that up to more than twice the capacity than we've had in the past.
Right.
So
we'll still be coming to our studios and doing a lot of stuff
doing
here,
different things. But it's really cool how we're going to do it this year.
How we're going to do it. It's going to be awesome.
All
right, everybody. Thank you so much. Here's the prizes.
We got Platypod mag is going to Judy Hobbs 4325. Then Hilmar's Photo Workshop is going to Kathy Bagard 4681. Then the night photography book is going to Dave Young And then Crush the Composition is going to Try Kayak, TRI Kayak. And then On One No Noise is going to Arnold 48. And then V Flat is going to John Nope. And then just email us over at gridprize@kelbyone.com. We'll verify information, send out your prize. Just try to do that by this Friday if you can, please.
And that's gridprize@kelbyone.com. We'll verify your information. Make sure you include your address, and we'll verify all of that with you. Make sure that you're really the person that won.
Yep.
We'll ship your stuff out to you. Well, I want to thank all the people from around the world who were so kind to join us that are VIP members or Inner Circle members. We appreciate it very much. They're such supportive people. They're such a great group. And just remember, wherever you are in your photography journey, whether you're just kind of starting out or you've been doing this a while, a lot of times people will get to a point in their photography career where they're decent, they're pretty good, but they don't feel like going out and shooting. They're like they're in a rut. This is the kind of stuff that gets you through that rut and gets you excited about photography. Reignites. We reignite your passion when you join one of these ones where you feel like, and you'll know, am I ready for the VIP? Like, do I need somebody to coach me? Do I need to be able to talk directly to you? Do I need all that? If that sounds like you, then grab one of those last few spots, because once they're gone, and it's locked for the year. So.
And on the other side, if your photography is amazing and you never do anything wrong, we're probably not for you. However, you might want to look in the mirror, because that's usually the people that I go, you need it the most. So just throwing that out there.
It is true. What Erik said earlier about the confidence thing, it's so weird. Is like some of the most confident photographers are some of the worst photographers. And then you run into people that say, I'm not that confident and all, and they're terrific. And I think
I've shot with like my legend, like the people you look up to, and you could tell that they're struggling with the same stuff I'm struggling with, and we're still, yes, but then you build up that confidence to where the gear doesn't become a problem and all that other stuff. You know what the confidence gets lacked on? The important stuff. Am I really telling the story? Is this image really that good? That's what I now struggle with more than, I don't worry about the gear and the settings and all that good stuff.
I'm looking at 30 images and I got to pick the right one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you need to spend your time on. And so we get the gear stuff out of the way early.
Yes.
Because honestly, in the scheme of things, the gear stuff
so small.
is this much of photography.
It matters, but
if you're messing with your camera all the time, it gets in the way of the important stuff.
Yes.
So we'll get the camera stuff out of the way for you so you can focus on that.
So I hope you join us on this journey, no matter where you are. Like you said.
Whether you want to join KelbyOne and watch all the classes and be a part of that community, or if you need the coaching, we would love to have you in there. And of course, if you're already a VIP and you want to move on to the Inner Circle, I think we have 12 spots left. Go grab one of those before they're gone. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being so patient. Also, thanks to all of our crew here, Juan and Dobson and Ron and Erik, who are all sitting there for a long time today. Thank you all. We will see you next Thursday.
Look at that jib work.
Well, that's beautiful. You can tell when it's Juan. It's just, nothing against Dobson, who is a lovely person. He's a lovely person. You might have just
see you guys
heard
next
him
week
off screen saying words that are...